Perfect.
What is going on, everybody, from the Around the Point Network gang? What's going on, everyone? Happy Tuesday to you all. It is April 30th, 2024. And this is another live edition of the Raw Rundown here on the Around the Point Network YouTube channel. We're also live over on the Twitch. We're also live over on the Twitter / the X, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Share it through social media. Hit that bell notification. You will be notified whenever we go live every single time you're on ATP. As always, I am the vibe. I am Steve, and this right here, yo. Well, bear with me here. Yeah, this guy right
Use
here.
your other. Use your other one.
The thing is, if I do this, it points towards
No,
that
no, no,
way.
no, no. Use your index. No, 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 no. The other way.
There
There
you
you
go.
go. Yeah.
That's a clipper. That's a clip. And this right here, y'all. This right here. Not only is he a good friend, someone I like to call a brother, the one, the only
Yes, sir.
Big Mike, the pride of Detroit. What's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
Yeah, you my big brother too, man. The big brother always wanted and never got in real life, but you've been with me for a minute, man. So I appreciate it. I'm doing good.
Yeah, I'm doing
You know what I'm
good too,
saying?
bro. It's been a crazy 24 hours, hasn't it? Been a crazy 24 hours,
Something
hasn't it?
like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Something like
man.
that.
You know, but nevertheless, it's good to know that, we all come together in unity, in unison.
Yeah,
We're all it's one. Like, it's like you mess with one, you mess with all of us. Let's put it that
exactly.
way. You know,
Exactly.
again, you mess with the, what's that saying? You mess with the bull, you get the horns, right? Did I say it right?
Yeah, yeah,
You come
yeah.
for the king, you best not miss.
Exactly.
We saw an Easter egg during Jey Uso interview. Yes, we did, and I'm sure a lot
Yeah.
of clapping was involved in as well in that. Sure,
Yeah.
some
If you
clapping
notice, she
was.
was walking a little different too. So
I mean,
it's
probably so. I mean, I wouldn't blame her really. But nevertheless, guys, nevertheless, there he is. There you go. I thought we lost you there for a second, Big Mike. What
no,
happened?
no. I don't know.
Okay, okay. But again, if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, all that stuff. If you guys want to go the extra mile here, this would be very appreciated here. I want to leave a super chat. It does help out the show. It does help out the channel and all that fun stuff. You'll see the dollar sign in the chat. You see the little dollar sign in the live chat on YouTube. It does, again, help out the channel. Also, if you want to become an ATP channel member, it's only for $2.99 a month. You get perks such as priority reply to comments. You get to be part of the ATP gaming roster. We will be relaunching ATP gaming real soon. So with that, if you have a call in 2K24, you will take part of our roster. And also, we will be doing a throwback real soon for the month of May. So if you're as a channel member, you get to join us on said watch along as we watch the show. And from time to time, we'll do a special members only stream. So if you're a channel member, you will be able to interact in the chat as a channel member whenever we do
Exactly.
these channel members only stream. All of this is for only $2.99 a month. Hit the join button. Hit the join button that you see on the YouTube thing next to the subscribe button. Or if you are on a mobile device and you don't happen to see said join button, it's okay. Because in the description box below on the YouTube stream, this is why all of you got to come on the YouTube. All of you got to come on. If you're on Twitter right now, if you're on Twitch, we appreciate it. Don't get me wrong, we do appreciate it. But if you want to join on the vibe, head over to YouTube. All right.
Right.
There's a link. There's a link there. You click on it, and it directs you to becoming a channel member. Also, real quick before we keep things going here, real quick here. Oh, my bad.
Oh.
If you we did launch a secondary channel, ATP Clips. Head over there, subscribe. Link to that channel is down below in the description box below. Head over there, subscribe, and we'll be uploading clips real soon of all the crazy and outlandish shit that we have said over the years here on Around the Point Network. A lot of crazy, funny shit has been said. A lot of stuff that you will see, and stuff that you're gonna enjoy. So again, head over there, subscribe. We will be uploading clips there really, really soon.
Steve, what was that ugly mug you just flashed for a sec? I don't know what
I believe that is a rat.
A rat? Yeah, it kind of looks like a rat. You know
Looks
what I'm
like
saying?
a little rat. Goes on running. Sometimes again, you try to be a good person. You try to be there for people, and sometimes how they repay you is they go running, and then they rat on you. They rat on your friends.
Yeah, that they
You
do.
know, and they want to act like shit never happened, and again, you think that, hey, everyone, is doing their own thing. Like we are doing our thing. And next thing you know, they try to be relevant again. And sometimes they have to, rely on drama.
And get brought back down to reality.
Yeah. Sometimes, again, you get humbled.
Yeah.
It's I hope you take this as a humbling experience, but nevertheless, we got to keep this
Yeah.
party going. We got to keep it
Exactly.
pushing here.
No more
Keep it
talking about
pushing.
that bitch.
You know what I'm saying? I'm having a good day, Mike. It's Tuesday. I'm looking forward to the weekend real soon. It's Cinco de Mayo weekend. A lot of things happening on Saturday. You have Backlash happening. You have UFC 301. You have Canelo Alvarez fighting. But more importantly, today I won a parlay today. My parlay hit in Champions League. Real Madrid, Bayern Munich went 2-2. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Real Madrid had in the first half. Vinicius Jr. I know you have no idea who he is, but you'll just go along with it.
I'm along on the ride, brother.
Vinicius
Have
Jr.
your glory.
All right, and Vinicius Jr. All right, imagine the basketball player who you rely on to hit your parlay, right? But when the time is going, he wants to be selfless.
Mm. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Put it LeBron James. Yeah,
he wants to be selfless. Doesn't want to be selfish. You know what I mean?
Wants to get everybody involved,
and then when something happens, He'll complain about it. You know what I mean? But he came through today. Vinicius Jr. came through today, scored 2 goals. I had him either scoring or assisting, and he scored. And then, Harry Kane hit a penalty kick for me, and that went through on the Bayern side, and then it ended up being a tie, 2-2. And now they got to play the next game next week at the Bernabeu in Madrid. Intense, bro. It's fucking intense. I cannot wait. But I'm probably gonna run the same. I'm gonna run the same. What do you call that? I'm gonna run it back. I'm gonna run it back. Basically,
you're gonna run the same ticket.
The same ticket, running it back, yo. There you go. Shout out to Brandon Brown, who has been a member for 4 months now. F that B, whoever that is, whoever that B is, y'all talking about. ATP.
Yeah.
You know the vibe. Just for that,
yeah. You know the vibe.
Just for that, bro.
Yeah. I know you watching. It's all right. Just stay over there. We over here.
Yeah, basically. But nevertheless, Mike, outside of that, bro, it's getting nice out here. It's getting nice. The weather's getting nice.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited, bro.
It's 80 over here, I think.
Let me see out here. What's it like right now? Because factor it's the afternoon time, so we're getting to that point where things starting to chill out, right? So let's see here. 66 degrees right now. It's cloudy over here today, so there's that. Yeah, exactly. Humble pie. Hey, what's going on, Alessandro? You. Boom, boom, boom. That's all I know from the song. I did hear part of the Kendrick. I did hear Euphoria.
Oh, Euphoria was dope, man.
It was something. Now, here's the thing: Drake is not really like a diss rapper, though. To me,
but he liked to show that he ain't no punk,
I know that.
I don't think he can. I think it's. I think if he tries to come back with this one, I think Kendrick will put this. He shouldn't return a diss track after this. This was kind of like,
you know what it is, bro.
Don't
it's
respond.
It's like here's the thing with Drake. I like his music. I fuck with Drake's music, but to me, he's not a guy who I'm gonna sit there again as, oh my god, he's a serious rapper. Like, oh my god, I'm not gonna, you know what I mean?
Like Kendrick said, I like you when you a melody and not a tough guy.
Basically, he just wants to sing to you, if you will, right? So, yeah, bro. But nevertheless, I loved how WWE on Fox. Oh, what is this in wrestling terms? What is Kendrick and Drake? What is Kendrick and Drake in wrestling term? Right? People are responding, oh, it's Austin and Rock, or it's
this is Edge and John Cena.
Basically, yeah. This is Edge and John Cena.
Because somebody posted a clip from Edge and John Cena's feud. This is when Cena started, was phasing out of the jerseys. And he was like, and this is when the C Nation started. And he was like, I hate your clothes. I hate the way you walk. I hate the way you talk. He said, I hate your t-shirts. He said, I hate the C Nation. I hate what you stand for. Basically what Kendrick said about Drake and his diss on Euphoria. So yeah, this is Edge and John Cena.
It is absolutely. It is Edge and John Cena 100%. But I know a lot of you don't want to hear talk about rap music, even though we're into that here. In distance, what you guys came for was the recap of Monday Night Raw from last night. Monday Night Raw last night concluded the WWE Draft, and let me just tell you, man, if I can sum up this year's WWE Draft, in just a couple of words here, and just like this fucker's reply on Twitter.
That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
Now, if you want me to be more polite, right? More polite here,
I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, this draft has been a miss, and you would think, okay, it's under now the Triple H administration, right?
Right.
And it's like we got a little bit of everything from over previous years.
Yeah.
The War Room.
Yeah.
Granted, we didn't have the Fox robot like we had a couple of years ago, that Fox robot that was in the fucking War Room and shit. But it's like no one really like, what's the word I'm looking for here?
Nobody changed. Yeah, nobody changed.
Advanced.
Yeah.
Everyone just stayed the same.
Outside of a couple of people.
I will say this though, if you're to ask me which was a better night, last night was a better night of the draft.
Yeah, because it was around a better show.
Yes, a 3-hour show. They were in Kansas City, right, at the T-Mobile Center. They had it was at the T-Mobile Center. You had sold out crowd, right? Sold out, jam-packed arena. Jam-packed. Of course, you had also surprise guest there of Patty Mahomes, man.
Yeah, and I don't know if he knew that just because you were surrounded by champions doesn't mean that you were with the good guys. You were with the bad guys all night.
Yeah,
Mr. Mahomes. Oh.
Yeah. So let's get into this, shall we? So I will say this: I'll say this, right? If you're to ask me right now who won in this draft, Raw won, bro. Raw literally obliterated SmackDown.
Explain.
Well, they stacked up their rosters, right, with some big inclusions, right, of Ilya Dragunov, right. Who else you have here from the Raw going over to Monday Night Raw? You have again Ilya Dragunov. You have Gunther on the same brand, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Bro,
I'm pretty sure they're gonna run that back.
Honestly,
on the roster.
SummerSlam, bro. SummerSlam.
You know what it'll probably be?
WrestleMania.
No. It'll probably be for King of the Ring.
Too soon, bro.
If you want to make the King of the Ring a marquee tournament, at least for this year, you had your goofy years. You had Kofi. You had, before then, who won it previous before Kofi?
I think it was Sheamus.
You had Sheamus. You had your goofy
Baron
years.
Corbin. Remember King Corbin?
Oh yeah, Baron Corbin, and Shinsuke Nakamura. You had your goofy years. We're good. You want to make it back the wrestling tournament, like how it was in the '90s with Brett Owen, Shawn, Razor, Triple H, all those guys, Macho Man. If you wanted to make it about that, Gunther and Ilya in the finals. Put them on separate brackets.
I'm heel. Weston Drake be like, rather I'm fighting or spitting. My discipline is unforgiving.
Yeah.
The current draft format sucks.
I want to go back to what you were saying. They did bring back like all different eras of the draft in one swoop. You know,
I was happy, dude. Like,
yeah, the traditional. You know, everybody come out, the war room. But the thing with the war room, when they first brought the war room, it was just jabronis in there and the robot. Now they gave you legends,
Hall of Famers,
some jabrones, and it was okay. And then those people from that war room drafted, so that was a little different.
Yes, absolutely. So, with that being said, we're gonna do this time, we're gonna go over the picks from the rounds, right? Before we'll get into a little part of the review and all that stuff, because again, also factor in this was the go home show. This was the go home show to Backlash coming up this Saturday. Let me ask you this question, Mike. Because to me, I always say the purpose of a go home show is to get people excited for the PLE. No matter what promotion it is the purpose is to get you to say, you know what? I look forward to spending my Saturday or Sunday afternoon, night, whatever it may be, to watch this event. Now, did they do that for you? Did they make you say, you know what? I look forward to Saturday. Did they? Nah.
From the Raw side, excuse me.
You okay?
I'm still getting over my sickness. But from the Raw side, what's the matches from the Raw side? Excuse me. Oh my goodness.
Good question. Well, it's going to be Jey Uso versus Damian Priest.
Not really excited for that.
All I really know of, to be honest, is like from top of the head here. You would have thought they would have made Drew versus they would have had Sammy versus Chad Gable, which they probably can still add if they really wanted to. Keep that in mind. You know?
Yeah.
Armand writes here, not really.
What a wow.
So that's a no, Mike. He also writes Carmelo Hayes is going to be a bigger star than Ilya Dragunov.
That's the plan.
That's the plan. If you saw what happened on Friday night, that is the plan. That looks like that is what's going to go down.
Just for the show. Good Lord.
What happened?
It's only 5 matches for the show.
I would like to see Dragunov join Imperium. That's possible too. Sami Zayn versus Bronson Reed versus Chad Gable for the IC Championship in Lyon. Is that official, or are you just what's it called? Or is that
I'm looking at the Backlash lineup. It's not.
It's not okay. It's not.
No. It's only 5 matches. It's Cody and AJ for the undisputed WWE Championship. Priest and Jay Priest and Jay for the Heavyweight Championship. Naomi, Tiffany Stratton, and Bayley for the Women's Championship. Kabuki Warriors versus 2 of the big 3. Bianca and Jade for the Women's Tag Team Championship. And just a regular tag team match. I'm pretty sure more matches are going to be added because there's no U.S. title. There's no Intercontinental title on here. There's no tag team titles on here other than the women's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's only 5 matches here so far. And if this is it, then
we're in the mud.
I guess I'm only excited for like 2 matches.
It's going to be again, to me, like, again, I like the fact that I'm going to read this comment real quick. Imagine Cody wrestling and my Saturday will be spent at Comic-Con and I don't feel bad at all for missing. In other words, Cody ain't that guy. Well, to each their own. I mean, respectable.
I mean, you just I mean, it's him and AJ. I mean, I kind of want to see that.
Yeah, it's him and AJ, bro. I mean, you're gonna get a good match. I mean, who knows? You may get multiple matches from AJ and Cody.
Yeah.
People forget that. Like,
And
we'll
they
see.
haven't even touched the surface level of what they could talk about in building the matches up.
Yeah. But again, this pay-per-view, when I look at it, bro, like you just told me the card. It screams filler as fuck. But you also got to remember their sell point is now we go international with these PLEs. We go international.
This is like I guess like UFC 301.
Basically, yeah, you think about it, right?
Yeah.
Basically.
This is the first pay-per-view off the big pay-per-view, and this is the first pay-per-view off the big Bloodline storyline, even though the Bloodline is still a part of this show, but there's no Roman on this show. There's no Roman at all. Cody finished the story, so this is the first pay-per-view PLE with Cody as champion.
Absolutely.
You just got to see where it goes.
So the show opened up. Let's get into the show now. Let's get into the program that happened on Monday Night Raw. The show opened up with Logan Paul coming out of the car. It was greeted by none other than 3-time Super Bowl champion Patrick Mahomes. Did I get that right?
Yep, Patrick Mahomes Jr., yes.
3-time Super Bowl champion?
He won the Super Bowl 3 times, 2 of them back-to-back.
3-time MVP, I'm assuming here?
No.
Okay. Just making sure. I don't want to butcher shit here. I don't want to get anything wrong here, you know? You would have thought.
He won 2 MVPs.
You would have thought, okay, Patty Mahomes, or they would have got Travis Kelce out there, right? Being that, is he still talking discussion? I mean, is it like, I know
not really. I haven't heard anything about. No,
they broke
up.
I
don't know. I don't care really. I haven't really heard anything about Taylor Swift other than Drake trying to use it against Kendrick Lamar. So.
Oh man.
So I really don't know about Travis Kelce and Miss Swiftie.
Okay, fair enough. But they came out again. They're meeting in the parking lot, and then they saw members of the Judgment Day. Mm-hmm. It's all love between Logan and Damian Priest. Of course, it's love, bro. It's the Kings of Puerto Rico, man.
Yeah. No, I mean, one's a true Puerto Rican, the other one's just
honorary, but still,
honorary,
again, with this the power of Damian Priest, the power of Logan, man. They run the city, bro. They run the island of Puerto Rico, man.
Yeah, I guess so.
Just saying. But that's how they opened the show. I mean, you could tell that was probably recorded early in the day more than anything, so that was fine. Then we opened the show, kicked off with Becky Lynch. And here's what I found funny as hell, bro. The crowd were chanting, "You deserve it."
Does she?
Does she? I mean, I get why she won the title. I get why, because she's a safe, pick to go with, right?
Yeah. But she's a decent transitional champion until they find a person they want to build until Rhea comes back.
Exactly, but also factor in,
which is probably going to be Liv.
Yeah, likely going to be Liv. But at the same time, it's like, does she really? Like, I hate when people do that chant, factoring in that she's already been a multiple-time women's champion, main evented a WrestleMania, won a Royal Rumble, won a Money in the Bank. Why are we still like? She's already an established name. She's above established already.
Right.
Why are we still doing this chant? Like, I get if it was someone who's new, someone who hasn't gotten an opportunity yet, then throw that chant at me. And I get it. Maybe the fact that Kansas City hasn't seen Becky Lynch in God knows how long. I could be wrong. You know what I mean? But still, it just came off as just, right?
Yeah, it's an overused chant at this point.
It is. Absolutely right. And she now wants a new number one contender for her women's world championship. She wants new challenges, basically. Then out came Liv Morgan and said that she's owed a championship opportunity for taking out Rhea Ripley. And then out came Nia Jax. Because basically here, the draft doesn't go into effect till next week.
Right.
Keep that in mind. It don't go into effect till next week. And she wants to go out with a bang and take one of these women out before she leaves for SmackDown.
Right.
And obviously Liv Morgan accepted her challenge. We got that match later on in the night. But Mike, what was your overall thoughts of the opening segment of the show?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you wanted to start out with a champion, and I guess that's Rhea. Not Rhea, excuse me. I wish it was Rhea. It's Becky. Nia Jax, I mean, she attacked Bayley when she got drafted. But I kind of see it defeating the purpose because what happened in her match that happened. But wow. But yeah, so it was okay. I mean, it's whatever.
That's fine. I mean, again, something for them to do, and we know what happened after the match, right?
Yeah, further the story in the show.
And then we found out the announcements, who was going to announce the first picks of the draft. Stephanie McMahon, bro.
Yeah,
Everything was
that we
great.
can't acknowledge.
Everything was great until her music hit.
Bruh.
Her fucking music hit, bro.
Def Rebel, you're a cancer to wrestling music.
Oh, hell no!
What are we doing?
You kept the Queendom stuff, but you added a rock instrumental under it. What the fuck? What is that?
Doesn't
It doesn't mix.
Does not mix. If that's the case, we make another song, bro.
Right.
Give her whole different lyrics.
Right.
You know what? Give her the Linda McMahon WrestleMania 10 theme song, if that's the case.
They probably can't use that because it's Jim Johnston.
Fuck in the mud, bro. WWE.
Just bring
WWE.
Jim Johnston back, please.
Listen, I know it's April, right? But here's a New Year resolution for you. You still have time. Bring back Jim Johnson, yo.
Please.
Bring him. Please bring him back. Pay
You
him
gave
whatever.
Sheamus his old thing, which is produced
by Jim.
Johnson.
You had Randy Orton. I'm sure you heard this. Upon 10 seconds of hearing the new remix of Voices by Def, he was like, I'm good, fam. I'm good. I'm not playing it. I'm not having this shit.
Right. Like, no. Like, you guys are making money hand over fist. You can use Jim Johnston right now.
Or you know what, bro? There's producers right now who are willing to work.
Yeah.
Young producers. If you don't want to bring in Jim Johnson, right?
Right.
There's young producers out there who want the opportunity, right? Who are probably right now meshing theme songs and coming up with remixes and different instrumentals and mixing and all that other stuff, right?
I think WWE's been there, done that.
Yeah,
with the mashups,
Yeah, the Lexman. Look what happened to him. The point is though, hell, fuck, I'll even take him.
Yeah, Deluxe Man. Yeah.
I'll even take him, bro. Fuck
or
it.
Just Alex.
Just whatever. Your boy.
Yeah, your boy.
It's your boy. Bring him in. I don't care. At this point, bring him in. At this point in juncture, I'll take it. You know? But yeah, man, that's what happened. Right? They announced the first picks of the draft. They announced the first draft picks here. And let me tell you, bro. Let me tell you, man. They opened up here first with Gunther, the first pick for Raw. Gunther staying on Monday Night Raw. The second pick for SmackDown was Jade Cargill.
Yeah.
So two of the big three were officially part of the Blue Brand. Their third pick for Monday Night Raw, Damage Control.
Yeah.
That being Asuka, Dakota Kai, Io Sky, and Kairi Sane. Now, it's cool, but I'm like, yo, why is every faction? The point of the draft back in the day, anything could happen, right? I'll never forget the first ever draft in 2002, right? Bet you had Ric Flair and Vince, like, picking people, right?
Yeah, Vince had
Bubba Ray. No. Ric Flair had Bubba Ray. Vince drafted Devon, and
Vince was on SmackDown.
Yes, and I'll never forget. They went back into the backstage area where everybody was sitting down together, and you see the Dudley Boys saying goodbye to each other, bro. I'll never forget.
That's what we thought was going to happen last year with the Street Profits. and they just didn't pull a trigger because everybody wants Montez to be a singles guy because he has the charisma, but they don't want to break up the Street Profits because they see money in him as a tag team.
Of course, bro. It's very
and ironic you had the Dudleys drafting both nights, and they were a part of probably one of the epic moments of the draft history.
Oh yeah, bro,
for
sure, bro. They were it, bro. And then that whole thing happened, right? And then obviously now it's like every group together. Like, give me suspense, give me surprise, shock me, bro. I want to be shocked, you know? Yeah. I want to like literally react. The one thing that I need to work on is tweeting during the shows. I need to work on that. Right?
Yeah, me too.
What happened?
I said me too.
But I want to be like shocked where I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened.
Right.
Whatever happened to that, yo? For real. Whatever happened. You're doing that again, mate. So again, that was what happened. Also, the last pick for Team SmackDown was Kevin Owens. So Kevin Owens isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Oh, we're good now. So again, it's just one of those things where it's like everyone with the exception of Damage Control are staying where they're at. What was this, bro? What are we doing? You know?
Yeah.
But after this, we did get a match. We got Ludwig Kaiser. My bad. We had Gunther versus Xavier Woods. And I thought this was
we're continuing with this feud. I don't know why.
I think it's because, okay, I guess Gunther's entering King of the Ring. And the fact that Xavier's a former King of the Ring. But the last King of the Ring.
They only gave it to him because he wanted to be King of the Ring. That's the only reason why. That's the only reason why.
I know. But I'll say this though, Gunther chopped the hell out of him.
Yeah, he does with everybody.
Yes, he does. He does. And there was a moment in the match where Kofi looked like he was going to throw in the towel because Xavier was taking a beating. It looked brutal as all hell. And it was one of those things where it's like you're wondering, will Kofi throw in this towel? He didn't throw it because Xavier told him to not do it. Don't throw in the fucking towel. Do not throw this fucking towel. And
well, you know where they got that from, right?
Well, of course. Of course, I know where they got that from.
All right. Where'd they get it from?
They got it from TNA.
No.
Well, they got that from what was it? One of the Impact Plus shows? Well, last time I saw that scenario. Factor when it was Moose and Alex Shelley. Well, the No Surrender match.
They got that from Rocky IV, Steve.
Okay, Rocky IV, fine. Okay.
Because you need, and then him facing a foreign juggernaut in an exhibition, and Rocky wanted to throw in the towel. And he's like, throw in the towel.
Throw the towel.
Exactly.
He didn't. Okay. I thought you meant like wrestling.
Ex-WWE champion. Steve.
I thought you meant like wrestling wise. My apologies.
No, man. And then you got Austin Creed, Consequences Creed.
Okay. Sorry. But again, my wrestling mind went elsewhere. My apologies, okay? Movie wise, yes, Rocky IV. If he dies, he dies. Which was the coldest line I ever heard, bro.
Yeah.
That time. After that, we saw Jey Uso being interviewed. Anything you want to add about the Gunther and Xavier? Other than the fact that why they're still going at it is beyond me.
Right? Yeah, this is my only thing. Why are they still going? Why is it still a thing?
I don't know. We did get Jey Uso being interviewed by Kathy Kelly about being the first person drafted to Raw, right? This past Friday. In the background, we did see Liv Morgan and Dominic They were showing together. Now, this was a part where, and again, I love the little Easter egg that they do. This is the one thing you'll say about the Paul Levesque era of the WWE. They throw you these Easter eggs. And of course, also throughout the show, you got the little QR codes and all that stuff as well regarding Uncle Howdy and the new Y family.
Right.
You know? But outside of that, bro, you saw Liv Morgan and Dominic coming out of the same room. What were they doing? We don't know.
We'll figure it out.
If you might.
Yeah. A little
clap action. You never know. Hey, you just never know. We don't want to insinuate anything here. We don't want to
the Melina action.
I mean, I'm not gonna go there. No. But hey, it's possible.
I told you, man. I looked at her posture. It was a little different when she was walking out of that area.
Yeah, maybe so, man. Maybe so. Maybe she wanted to, see the
She was walking on her tippy toes, like she was walking on shells.
Yeah. Maybe you want to see what this Latino heat was all about. Liv came out first, and Dom came out of the room seconds later from the same room. Yes. Steve, wrong answer. Now Mike family has a chance to steal. Finally,
that's a family feud.
I would love Jim Johnson back. Exactly. I think everyone does. But then we had, after this, we had Logan Paul and per our truth, KSI.
Bro, that's funny.
It is funny. It is fucking hilarious, dude. So they had them come out there to announce the second round picks of the draft. The first pick of the second round. And here's the thing too. I Show Speed was screaming into the microphone. And he was literally just shouted into the mic, like, bro, relax.
Oh, that's Speed for you, bro. Speed is.
You could tell in between the picture they were showing on screen, they were telling, just relax, bro. Take it easy. Take it easy, bro.
Yeah, Speed,
I'll say this.
Honestly,
bringing Speed to WWE, bro.
That risky.
Yeah, very risky. Because you don't know when he's going to just not. He's going to get. That's the thing with Speed. When he's too comfortable, he goes off script. And when he goes off script, it can be bad. Very bad. And working with in this profession, and you want to go off script, they will hurt you. That's why I was the first person that they had this guy work with is Randy Orton, and Randy Orton gives no Fs. He gives no Fs.
No Fs. He gives no Fs.
He will show you how serious this is. And he basically gave him one of the hardest RKOs ever in history at WrestleMania. And hey, I guess they're comfortable with him. I just hope that he doesn't get super duper comfortable. I hope he doesn't get super and goes off script and it's terrible. You don't want to have another LaMelo Ball situation ever. You remember that situation?
Oh, bro, you telling me, dude? I remember that like it was yesterday, bro. Beat that.
I'm surprised they didn't. Yeah, beat that. Yeah, I was like, is he saying what I think he's saying? And they're not even blanket. They're not even censoring it.
They're not.
I didn't even think at the time Kevin Dunn knew what he was saying because he was saying it so fast.
Oh, look at this, ladies and gentlemen.
I can hear it because.
What happened?
No, go ahead.
Nah, see what you finish up, so then I can. We have a guest here, guys. See, they say we don't bring. After all, Mike, they say you don't bring guests, man. But here you are.
Oh,
Mike.
yeah,
Mike.
I made sure we got this guest to come in just to prove that my worth is accounted for.
Exactly, bro. Look at this, man. Mike, literally,
just to show all you naysayers. Let a naysayer know.
Yeah, you do bring in the guest, Big Mike. I don't know how he made this happen. I don't know how much of the budget he used for this guest, but ladies and gentlemen, Joining us right now, this man is a 3-time Super Bowl champion from the Kansas City Chiefs, everyone's favorite quarterback, the one, the only, Patrick Mahomes. What's going
Hey
on,
guys, how's
champ?
it going? Oh, it's going good. Yo, Steve, thanks for having me, man. It was so great meeting Big Mike in Detroit, and I didn't even know he said, "Hey, when you get to Raw, tell Paul about us." I didn't know who Paul was. I was thinking he talked about Paul Heyman, and I just learned that Triple H's name is really Paul. I didn't know that until yesterday. But it was great meeting Big Mike at the draft. It was great being on WWE Monday Night Raw. Nothing's better than it, man. And it was great to, be in that segment with main event Jay Uso, my good friend Logan Paul, and the Judgment Day, and Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman, that guy reminds me of a defensive end that I'm running away from.
Oh, tell me about it. Well, good to have you here, man. I hope all is well with you. Congrats
everything's
on a
great,
successful
Steve.
season. Congrats on a
Thank you.
successful season. It was never a doubt for a lot of people out there. It was never a doubt. But yeah, man, I'm shocked here, man. Look at Big Mike. I don't know how you did this, Mike. How did you do this, man? This is incredible.
Hey, I was walking the streets in the draft, and I saw Patrick Mahomes. We was getting ready to watch Big Sean do his free concert, and I saw him standing next to me. I was like, "Hey, man, you going to Raw?" And he said, "Yeah." I said, "Go meet the peoples over there, the good peoples."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, it was cool, man, at Triple H, and a lot of people were wondering that I give Logan Paul my real Super Bowl ring. I want to be giving out my real Super Bowl rings, guys. Like, come on, don't be crazy out there, man. I gave them some rings. They give us some rings that we can wear every so often. The real Super Bowl rings are locked up so no one can steal them, man. Those are some defining moments. It's like almost like a real WWE championship, man. And by the way, I'm Team WWE. I don't want anyone asking me my thoughts on any other wrestling promotion. I only watch Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown. All that other stuff don't compare. With the WWE is like the Kansas City Chiefs. No one can beat what the WWE brings to the table.
Hey, man, you said it here, man, and again, I'm still shocked for.
I don't care what these fans have to say, man. It's like game day. I just tune out all the nonsense. So if you have anything to say about me, about my favorite brand, the WWE, I'm just tuning it out, man. That's how we do it. That's what greats do, man.
Exactly, man. Exactly. But I want to know, man. What I know I know right now it's the off season, right? You're enjoying yourself as a champion as you should. What have you been up to, man, during the off season? Besides, being sponsored by Prime, you're showing up to Monday Night Raw. What has the life of a 3-time Super Bowl champ has been off season?
Well, Steve, when you're a Super Bowl champion, there's no such thing as off season, man. We were preparing, we're getting ready for the next season, and that's my main goal, man. We signed some new receivers to the room. One of my receivers unfortunately got in trouble, and we just gotta ignore that. But the thing is, man, we just gotta keep working and keep our heads down for the grind, and that's all I'm working on, man. I'm working on my game, working how to get better. My division keeps getting better and better. The Chargers got a new head coach. The Raiders, they signed a new pass rusher to pair up with that great pass rusher Max Crosby, so that's something to be afraid of when I go there. And the Denver Broncos, you can't sleep on them and their team, so I'm worried about that. And then there's teams outside of my division, Steve, that keep getting better, like the Buffalo Bills and everything. So that's why, Steve, I'm focused on getting better. But yeah, every so often I've always wanted to go to WWE Live, especially sitting in the front row. So this was a dream come true, man.
I believe so, man. I believe so. But yeah, man, you were involved during Raw during a segment with Logan Paul, where you basically, again, a lot of people said they were the real rings. I know for a fact a champion like yourself has the real ring secured, somewhere safe and sound. And you hand them to Logan Paul, and it looked like it was gonna go for Jey Uso, but instead, JD McDonough.
Yeah, that was really fun. That was a funny move.
It was. It was a funny move. It was funny how the after effects of it. It looked like yeah, that shit really hurt. But yeah, man. It was great, man. Again, I know people were like, "Oh, what? You know what's funny? People were, Mike, I don't know if you caught this or not, Mike, but people were saying that this was a response from the Fed. You hear about this, Mike?
No, I didn't hear about it. What's going on?
So people were saying, oh, this was WWE's response to TK's NFL draft appearance.
Hey, you know what's crazy, man? I didn't even know that the Jaguars owner, or what is he to the Jaguars? I didn't know that they own that AEW. I only watched one episode of AEW, and it was because my man Cody, Cody Rhodes, current WWE Universal Undisputed Champion, he was facing Shaq, and so I said, "Oh, I'll check this out." And then there was a bunch of other stuff that I didn't really care about on the show, and so I didn't even know, man. And then I hear a wrestling guy is going to be on the on NFL Network, and then I see it's this AEW, and I thought they were just small time. I didn't know they were big like that and everything. But like I said, man, I'm Team WWE, man. I will never go to an AEW show in my life. I don't care how much more entertaining it is, man. The WWE is where it's at, man, and we got to keep it inside the kingdom, you know.
Oh, absolutely. Well, that's
Steve. What team are you on? You obviously don't review that AEW, right? You're only Team WWE, right?
Well, we try to keep it equal here. We try to, please everybody here on.
And you can't always please everybody, man. All I know is that I'm Team WWE, and that's all that matters, man.
And to that, I gotta say, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. Are you looking forward to Backlash, Mr. Mahomes?
That's going to be an awesome show, and it's at a weird time. So I already got plans with Brittany, so I got to make sure that I'm able to catch the replay on Peacock, and I'm very excited for that. But yeah, man, I'm excited, Steve. I mean, you got Cody Rhodes taking on the phenomenal AJ Styles. We got a bunch of other great matches. Main event Jey Uso taking on Damian Priest. Like the triple threat for the women's title. That's going to be very interesting. I like Tiffany Stratton. She's very athletic. What she brings to the table on that SmackDown brand is one of a kind, man. She reminds me of myself almost in a way of how she came into the league.
Absolutely, man. Big Mike, you got a question for Patty Mahomes, man? Are you a little starstruck there, bro?
No starstruck to me, man. I'm just a normal kid from Texas. Come on.
Yeah, all the starstruck went away when I met him first time at the draft, but I guess my question is, if you would have to have in WWE, who would it be?
I'm sorry, Big Mike. You kind of skipped a little bit. Do I have a favorite superstar?
No. I said if you have to have a match with somebody in WWE, who would it be?
Man, I feel like we got to figure out who the real tribal chief is. I got to face Roman Reigns. I mean, the guy calls himself the tribal chief, and I feel like I'm the tribal chief of the NFL. I play for the Kansas City Chiefs, so I feel like we got to find out who the real chief is in this house. So me and Roman Reigns, that would be the biggest matchup that you can think of. The biggest star in the WWE taking on one of the biggest stars in the NFL, and it's for the battle for the name of the tribal chief.
Oh, you guys heard it here first. Patty Mahomes calling out Roman Reigns.
I'm not calling him out. I'm saying that if I had a match, that would be the match.
You want to have a match with Roman Reigns? I think I know a guy that can make it happen. I think I know someone. Mike, I'm sure you know this person too. He could probably make it happen.
Oh, yeah. Our commissioner.
Yes, our good old commissioner who's in the chat right now.
I don't know if he's in
the chat right.
Yeah.
He can make it happen. We can make that happen, Mr. Champ, sir.
Oh, that'd be really cool if you guys could put that in the video game and that'd be sick on WWE 2K24. I feel like my rating though has to be like at the same as Roman for me to win.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, we did have Eli Manning almost at the same level at one point. It was a competitive match as well. It was a competitive contest. So
that's funny, Eli, man. That sounds funny. I might have to check back some episodes. But anyways, guys, I gotta head out, man. It was really good to be on the Around the Point Network show, as Paul calls it. He said that this was a low rate show, but I had a great time, guys. So thank you so much, man, for having me. Maybe I'll stop by to talk only about WWE in the near future.
For sure, man. We'd love to have you, Mr. Mahomes.
Thanks, man.
This was great, guys. Guys, give it up one more time, guys. Give it up for 3-time Super Bowl champion, Mr. Patrick Mahomes. That was great, guys. Thank you, Mr. Mahomes. Thank you for the time. You see, Mike, and
you guys say, yeah.
And they say Big Mike doesn't bring in guests to the show.
That was the ultimate guess right there. Let me see you bring in a 3-time Super Bowl champion show.
Exactly.
Let's see if you can make that happen.
Oh, shit.
Oh!
Exactly. Let's see you bring a guest to the show, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, man, like
and not pay for it.
Free. Capital F.
Free.
Capital R. Capital double E. Free. Incredible. But Patty Mahomes got involved. And again, people were saying, oh, this was their response to AEW. And I'm like, are you guys shitting me? Are we being serious right now? Are we serious? I mean, let's ignore the fact that, hey, they're in Kansas City, right? Let's ignore the fact that, hey, you're in Kansas City and arguably the biggest celebrity in that area happens to be Patrick Mahomes.
Right.
But we're competing. Like, yeah, bro, come on, get a grip.
They don't care. They just did what we did when we saw TK do what he did. Just laughed and moved on with our day.
Yeah, just laugh. Yeah, bro, at the end of the day. Like, and again, also factor in, to my understanding, this was a Prime advertisement. Because you got to remember, Patrick Mahomes is a Prime athlete. He's sponsored by Prime. Logan Paul, is the guy who runs Prime with KSI. So this was all for publicity for Prime. And I thought it was good. In my humble opinion.
Honestly, I did not know he was signed to Prime, so
yeah, you see the Prime chain. If you go on Logan's Instagram when he promotes Prime, all these he has Erlang Haaland from Manchester City. I think there are some UFC fighters who are part of Prime as well. I know Alexander Volkanovski is part of Prime. I'm not sure about basketball players though. I'm not really sure.
He's the official drink of the Lakers.
Yeah, also he's Prime is the official drink of Arsenal, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, soccer teams. That's all I know. Again, I'm the soccer person here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So factored that in as well. Also the UFC.
Which Laker fans were kind of pissed off because
the flavor.
They thought no, not the flavor, is because they were gonna go before Kobe passed away. He in body armor. I know you heard of body armor. Yeah, body armor, and they were going to be the official. They kind of were the official drink of the Lakers before he passed, and they were probably going to be the official drink of the NBA.
And that was Kobe's brand. That's Kobe's brand.
It wasn't Kobe's brand, but that's the brand he endorsed and invested in.
Okay. And then basically
he didn't start it up. He just invested in it.
But then Lakers basically saw the big payday and it's like, welcome aboard.
Yeah, fans you just took the bag instead of respecting Kobe.
I mean, no, bro. There's still. Again, I'm not a basketball expert like you guys are, but I'm sure the team still respects Kobe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they wouldn't give him a statue. They're gonna give him 2 more statues. They invite his family back every time. It's not that deep. Just because
it's not that deep.
Moving on to different business practices. It's not that deep.
Yeah, it's not that deep, guys. Let's just tone it down a bit here, okay? But that's what happened. Yeah, man. JD McDonough just had an evil mark on his face, like I mentioned before. And then who happened to make a return, bro? Braun Strowman.
Yeah,
I forgot to mention, yeah. So just to give you up to speed here, right? Punk got drafted to Raw. The Pride got drafted to SmackDown. Braun Strowman is returning to Raw. And Tiffany Stratton is still staying on SmackDown, right? So from the looks of it now, we're going to probably get Logan Paul versus, well, that's the thing too. Like Logan Paul, he's still a free agent, right? He didn't get drafted anywhere.
Yeah, he didn't get drafted anywhere, which is crazy, because he's a U.S. champion. He has a mid-card title.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, right? Kind of weird when you think about it.
Yeah,
but we'll see where that goes. Chad Gable and R-Truth appear to have worked out a deal that will lead to Miz and Truth defending the tag team championships against Alpha Academy. And then all of a sudden, Sami Zayn hit a haluva kick to Chad Gable, and he laid him out backstage. So that was fun to see. That was fun. Yeah. We did get also backstage Booker T and Kathy Kelly. They were breaking down what they've seen so far from the draft. And Drew McIntyre takes exception to Booker praising CM Punk. Which that happened as well. That happened. And as far as then later on in the night, that led to McIntyre cutting a promo. We'll get to this in a second here. But before we get to that, we did get for the Intercontinental Championship, Sami Zayn versus Bronson Reed. I mean, listen, Bronson Reed, a couple of weeks ago, laid out Sami Zayn. You're not going to beat him right away. And I kind of feel like it would have been like, really? We're beating Bronson Reed? So I'm kind of happy that it ended in disqualification because Chad Gable jumped Sami Zayn, but then also got laid out by Bronson Reed. But here's what I love, though. Here's what I loved about all this, right? Like, and again, I know this is what you love too, because we were talking about this. We got Wrestling Machine Chad Gable. He did the Kurt Angle ankle lock, bro.
Yeah. And not just the regular ankle lock where he's standing up. He did, basically. He held his leg on the ground. That's the Kurt Angle ankle lock.
Champions are protected. Of course they are, Walty. Of course they are.
Oh, yeah, so he's still on SmackDown. Okay. Yeah, that's right.
There you go. There you go.
Forgot about that. Yeah.
But that's what happened. Yeah, he laid that ankle lock, locked that shit in, then let go. And nothing was holding him back. There was no holding him back. Put it that way. And that's what happened. I mean, again, I don't know if they're going to run this back at Backlash. I mean, they probably still can, or if not, save it for Raw when they fly back to the States. But you would think, right? Like, hey, man, this is a match you could do at Backlash, right? Being that even though Sammy, he's Canadian, but he's French Canadian. Right. And you would think he would get a huge pop in France.
But from what I hear, people from France and French Canadians don't mix.
I guess, but still, it's the fans,
because
right?
People from France say that's not true French here. That's what I hear.
Yeah.
It's like Africans and African Americans. It's like they don't get along.
It's like Peruvians and Peruvian Americans. It's like Peruvians and Peruvian Americans. It happens.
Yeah, the true nationality of something doesn't get along. Americanized,
I guess so.
Or North Americanized. I don't. Yeah, it's deep.
It's crazy. Yeah. It is. We did get the second, the round number 3 of the draft, right? Round number 3. Yeah. Who did they bring out? The APA, bro. You brought out JBL and Ron Simmons, and this was the following draft, right? Going to Monday Night Raw, the LWO, Rey Mysterio, Cruz del Toro, right? Joaquin Wilde, Dragon Lee, and Zelina Vega. And, of course, Carlito.
Yeah.
Interesting, right? So, Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio are both on the same brand. For now. They ended up being on the same brand. So, let's see where that goes, right? Going to SmackDown. This was funny as shit, bro, because it was Ron Simmons who announced this. It was Legado de Fantasma. So he said Santos Escobar, Elektra Lopez. He didn't even try to pronounce Humberto Carrillo. He called him Berto and Angel. They didn't even try to call him Angel Garza's. Angel. Alberto, Santos, Escobar, and Electra Lopez. Which I thought was funny as all hell. That's just me. Okay. And they also announced for Monday Night Raw, Drew McIntyre. And for SmackDown, Shinsuke Nakamura. So Nakamura's going back to SmackDown. Honestly, I would have loved for him to go to NXT. I need to think about it, right? I know a lot of NXT names got called up and all that stuff, but would have not mind. Hey, if Baron Corbin's going to SmackDown, right? Send Nakamura to NXT for a bit. You know what I mean? And then
do
eventually,
you think he would have liked that?
Bro, he's content surfing and just chilling, and I'm pretty sure he would have been content, working close to home. I'm pretty sure, bro.
Like, okay, I'll do it.
Do it. Do you want me to work with Trick Williams? Okay. Work with OTM? Okay.
Work with who? OTM.
Work with work with Tony D'Angelo. Okay. But after the Drew came out, and he was upset that he was drafted in the 3rd round. He was feeling some kind of way. And then Punk's music hits, and he's in a skybox. And then McIntyre got mad and went to look for him, right? And there was a continuation because after this, right, eventually McIntyre gets to like the skybox area. Punk wasn't there. And Punk ended up going to the ring, sitting down, right? Just making Drew McIntyre late for living hell. But if you notice, Mike, he wasn't wearing that thing anymore on the injured tricep.
Yeah, he wasn't wearing the arm brace.
He's looked like, and again, I feel like he's getting close to recovery time. So that match is going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
It's a matter of when. That's the thing.
Exactly. And I'm kind of excited for it because the mic has been great.
The mic work has been amazing, bro. That's the one thing that I'll say. And I love the line, I pray for this to happen. And it happened kind of thing as well by CM Punk. So there we got that. Also backstage, we did see Chad Gable berating the members of Alpha Academy, telling them to bring home some gold because, again, that was the tag team title match for the night. We got Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. And as you already know, Candice LeRae, Indy Hartwell did pick up the W. My girl, Candice LeRae, she was not fucking around. And rightfully so. She did pick up the win along with, my bad, it was Candice LeRae versus Indy Hartwell. My bad. It was Candice LeRae versus Maxine Dupree. My apologies. But again, overall, Candice LeRae wasn't fucking around. And Maxine Dupree took the loss again, pissing off Chad Gable. From there, we saw Kathy Kelly interviewing members of the LWO. Dominic Mysterio comes up, and his dad makes fun of him for his mustache. Because, Dominic now rocking the Eddie Guerrero mustache from back in the day. This has to lead to something. I said this before. If they're going to do a movie on Eddie Guerrero, Dominic has to play Eddie. Dominic has to be it. I already talked about this earlier about Punk and all that stuff. So he did say he's going to make McIntyre life a living hell. After this, they announced the 4th round picks of the draft. They had Teddy Long and Alondra Blaze. They had the following. Going to Monday Night Raw was the Judgment Day of Finn Balor, obviously Dominic Mysterio, and JD McDonough. Not surprised, but if you noticed, there's no Mommy because she's out injured. That explains CM Punk. I'm confused, but whatever. It is what it is. They drafted to SmackDown Naomi. Now, if you notice, the big 3 are on SmackDown now, officially. Going to Monday Night Raw, Ilya Dragunov from NXT. So all I'm saying now, the moment we get Gunther versus Ilya Dragunov, I would say Mike says King of the Ring. I say SummerSlam, but whenever it happens,
Payday, you want pay?
that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Right? And then going
My
to
apologies. I'm
SmackDown.
sorry.
It's all good, brother. Going to SmackDown is Piper Niven and Chelsea Green.
Oh,
So that's something as well. I know Adam Pearce has been going through a lot of shit on social media, but he's happy as hell that Chelsea Green and Piper Niven are gone. He's happy as all hell, bro.
yeah. Now we get to see the same segments just with Nick Aldis.
Basically. We did get Liv Morgan versus Nia Jax. And Nia's farewell match from Monday Night Raw. And as expected, right, Mike, as expected, Liv Morgan did pick up the W here against
which makes no
Nia.
sense for the first segment.
I ain't gonna lie. When I heard, I thought this would be the main. I thought this was the main event. I thought,
Yeah.
I'm like, this is the main event of the show. Oh hell no!
Right.
But yeah, bro. Liv Morgan picked up the win. She hit the Oblivion on Nia Jax. So there's that. Also, as a reward, now, Liv Morgan is gonna get her title shot against Becky Lynch. Also, in the middle of this match, SmackDown's Tiffany Stratton was shown in attendance and would be attacked by Naomi. Because remember, at Backlash, it is Naomi versus Bayley versus Tiffany Stratton in a three-way for the WWE Women's Championship.
Women's champion.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Right.
Women's Championship.
Right.
So after this, Mike, we did get the Dudley Boys coming out. Nostalgia. They came
You can
out.
see the whole happiness on Bubba's face, Bubba Bully, whatever you want to call him.
They brought out a table. They brought out the table,
They brought out a table.
which I was happy with it. They brought the table out. Like, good for them. Good for
They
them.
already had this.
And they got the kind of chant, "What's up?" and all that stuff, right? Which was cool to see. But also Ray pointed out on Dom's pointed out what's on Dom's lip.
Oh yeah, did you remember? Did you hear what he said?
The mustache, right? But beside that, what else did he say?
No, he said, "What's that on your lip?" He said, "Dirty Sanchez." He said that on TV.
Oh shit! In the mud.
I was like, Sanchez on TV. They're like, that's
Hey
nasty.
man, PG's over, bro. The PG era is over. But yeah, they announced, I guess, the fifth round picks for the draft. Going to Raw, the New Day of Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston.
Mm-hmm.
Going to SmackDown, Pretty Deadly. Kid Wilson and Elton Prince. Yes, boy. The fact that these guys are barely on TV, but yet they get picked in the draft is crazy to me. It's crazy.
Who else would you rather get drafted right there?
That's the
Odyssey
thing.
Jones.
Well, he did get drafted in the supplemental draft, which was funny as all hell.
Right. He'll never see the light of day.
Likely not.
Because he hasn't seen the light of day in a year since the last draft.
Which we'll get into.
It wasn't ever on television.
Which we'll get into as well. We'll get into that in a little bit here. But also going to Monday Night Raw from NXT, the former NXT Women's Champion Lyra Valkyria, and they showed everyone again at the PC, right? The whole NXT roster sitting there watching everything go down. Everyone's all happy, right? They're all breaking kayfabe for a bit there. Breaking kayfabe, breaking character. Everyone's all happy and emotional. Lyra got emotional, right? Which was also a given too. Like, you knew she was going. Like, you know she's going. She was going to be out of there. So rightfully so. She's going to do good. She's going to do good on Raw, in my humble opinion. And then going to SmackDown, Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. So my girl Candice LeRae, bro, she's gonna shine, bro. Her and Bailey, bro. Let's book it. No more fucking around, yo. That's the match to make. We did get the World Tag Team title match between Awesome Truth and Alpha Academy. The match itself, for what it was an okay match. Obviously, you knew going in that Awesome Truth was not going to lose, and they ended up winning. So I'm sure Chad Gable is more upset. Anything you want to add about this match, Mike?
No, I mean, it was there.
Yeah, nothing to go crazy about here. And then we had the GMs announce the final picks of the draft. So at this point, bro, I'm like, okay, man, something has to give here, bro. Something has to give. Give me something. Give me something to, like, you know, be like talking about here, right? So going to Monday Night Raw, the final testament of Karrion Kross, Scarlett, Akam and Razor, whatever the fuck you want to call him, and Paul Ellering.
Razor. It's not that hard.
Razor. They're all going to Monday Night Raw.
Say it again slowly.
Razor. Just like the Ninja Turtle movie, Secret of Ooze. Razor. But yeah, they're going to Monday Night Raw. And likely do nothing.
Possibly.
They'll be joining there. We'll obviously join the catering, just having a good time. Going to SmackDown, DIY of Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. And who happens to also be on SmackDown? Austin Theory. So, Mike, it's possible, Mike, that we might see a reunion of The Way.
Yeah.
Sooner than later.
The Way is all back.
If they even acknowledge it. I would hope that they would.
Because DIY is still a babyface team.
Yeah. Even though, I don't know, Chubb has been hitting some heel, instincts. So we'll see what happens with that one. Going to Raw, Bronson Reed.
He stays on Raw.
He stays on Raw. And going to SmackDown from NXT. Now, mind you, when I heard from NXT, I was thinking somebody else. I was thinking, I don't know, just throw a name out there for just shock value. Maybe Alexis King. Just shock value.
Barely. I'm pretty sure how much has he been on TV on NXT? Lately?
A couple months. A few months now.
He has or he hasn't?
Has been on TV. He's been on a few months.
Hasn't?
Yeah, he's been on TV.
He's been on a few months.
Like last week, he faced Baron Corbin.
Did he win?
He won. Yeah, he beat Baron Corbin in the middle of the ring. Beat him. Something like that. I was thinking, maybe something in that area. But they ended up going with Blair Davenport. Not a bad pick. I think it does add some depth into that women's division. For SmackDown, that is, right? So, and even for Raw. Like Raw, again, you can mix up some people there as well, right? So I'm for that too. I'm for it. So let's see where all this goes. Someone said on Twitter, and I saw this, oh man, when the moment you realize that Ospreay's ex is going to get more exposure than Will Ospreay. Because let's not forget, Blair Davenport is Will Ospreay's ex.
Right.
So.
Well, I mean,
teach their own. I'm happy for both of them. So there you go. But that was the draft. As a whole. We got the main event. I mentioned before, Becky Lynch informed Liv that, you're getting your match next week or whatever it may be. You're getting your next title shot, right? And then she was confronted by Damage Control, that being Becky Lynch. And I loved how the last thing we saw was Asuka looking at Becky as Damage Control were leaving because there's history there.
Right.
There's history. And you know what? I know they've done this before, But hey, bring it back for for the one time. I'm all for it. What says you, Mike? The idea of an Oscar versus Becky Lynch match.
Yeah, I mean their first match was good. I wouldn't mind seeing it again. It's been a while.
I'll tell you.
Also,
go on. I'm sorry.
Also, whatchamacallit, I think I think Io Sky touched her title too, so that was yeah, that'd be a good one as well.
Yeah, it would be. I'll tell you one
So
more.
I wouldn't mind seeing either of those.
I'll tell you one more.
Whenever you can.
I'll tell you one more. You gotta run it back. Becky Lynch versus Lara Valkyria. Run it back.
Oh yeah, because they're on the same brand now.
And after all, Lyra has a win over Becky.
All right.
So in a way, it's like you can run it back.
She can get shot up there. Yeah, you can. If she was to retain.
And of course, you can add Kiana James into the mix as well. Eventually, add her into them. I'm not saying the women's title, but there's some interesting matches you could do. That's what I'm saying. That you can have with her on that role. Come on, I thought you were happy for your Nubian queen. Come on, man.
Oh, yeah.
Thought you were happy.
Yeah.
Ecstatic.
Ecstatic.
And then we got the main event: Jey Uso, Andrade, Ricochet versus all three members of the Judgment Day: Damian Priest, JD McDonough, Finn Balor. Who early in the night, Damian Priest gave them a pep talk of, he doesn't need them to help him out, but against the Jey Uso. And the match itself, for what it was, listen, I get why this was the main event, because you do have Jey Uso going up against Damian Priest. So you want to give Jey Uso some momentum going into the match on Saturday, right? I think he pinned Finn Balor or something like that. If he didn't, my apologies. But the point of the matter is, it was a way for Jey Uso to get the winning pin for his team. But this, on any other moment, bro, this screams middle of the card. Any other time. If Damian Priest was not holding that world title, this would have not been your main event.
No, it's not. And it pushes the storyline too of, Damian's team, because they stepping in at the wrong time, what's his name? McDonough, pushing Finn at the wrong time, or no, not pushing Finn, was trying to do a move on at the wrong time, and that all spiraling down to the finish of the match. Yeah, so it's just pushing the storyline forward.
Yeah, it is. So we'll see where that goes to. But that was Monday Night Raw. But we weren't done there, Mike. We were not done there. No, we're not. Because they also announced on social media who are going to be drafted on the supplemental draft. Ready for this, Mike? Going to SmackDown, Apollo Crews, who we have not seen in a hot minute.
Congratulations. You moved from developmental catering to main roster catering.
I mean, he's been on the main roster, but just that they haven't done shit with him.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, you moved back.
Yeah.
You moved back from one catering.
Going to SmackDown, Giovanni Vinci. Say goodbye, buddy. That's
the only team that got broken up. Yeah.
Yep. Going to SmackDown. Well, staying on SmackDown, let me correct myself here. Tegan Knox. Yeah. Staying on Monday Night Raw, Natalya, the same Natalya who's facing Lola Vice later on tonight on NXT Underground as part of night 2 of Spring Breaking. Staying on Monday Night Raw, Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. Big whoop.
Yeah.
Staying on Monday Night Raw, Odyssey Jones.
Didn't know he was there to begin with.
That had to have been a joke. Like, what are we doing, bro? What are we doing?
Like, what film do you have on Odyssey Jones for him to get drafted and stayed on the same brand? Like, you have no film.
Yeah.
Like, bro, where have you been?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Going to Monday Night Raw, Dijak. So, oh my God, it's the return of T-Bar, man. T-Bar is back on Monday Night Raw.
That's probably the only exciting thing from this whole supplemental part of the draft.
Feast your
T-Bar
eyes,
back.
man. Feast your eyes.
Feast
Your eyes. Yeah, feast your eyes. Staying on Monday Night Raw, Julius Creed, Brutus Creed, and Ivy Nile. Potentially the new Academy. The new Academy. Potentially.
Yeah.
And coming to Monday Night Raw from SmackDown, New Catch Republic of Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate.
Cool.
Ilya is gonna come to the aid of Vinci and save him from Imperium. Well, about that, Vinci got drafted to SmackDown. Ilya's going to Raw.
Imperium is on Raw.
Imperium's on Raw. And I know that they said, because I loved how they interviewed, like this was on their social media, the interview. They interviewed Ilya Dragunov. They had Jackie Redmond interview. They had Jackie Redmond do the oh my God. They had Jackie Redmond do the interview. And she asked, his thoughts of going to Raw, leaving NXT. Right. And again, he's praising NXT, what it represents, and all that stuff, right? But she also asked about being now on the same brand as Gunther. And he said, to sum it up in one word, destiny. So they're going to run that match, bro. And honestly, I just don't want it to be a one-off thing. I don't want it to be a one-off thing. Like, I want you to milk this shit. Because also factor in, dude, you said King of the Ring, but also factor in Drew's in the King of the Ring. You know? So that's why I'm saying SummerSlam, bro. This, or if not, you know what? Clash at the Castle. Clash at the Castle in Glasgow. This time in front of a live audience. Again, if none of you ever watched their first match on NXT UK, go back and watch the match. You're doing yourself a disservice by not watching that match. Their takeover match from Stand and Deliver a couple years ago, it wasn't bad. It was okay. It was good too. Don't get me wrong. But that first match, bruh, the only thing that sucked, it was in an empty building. But they beat the fuck out of each other. You do this in Glasgow? Or if not, you want to go even crazier? Bash in Berlin. Basically what I'm saying, either they go at it in Europe or at SummerSlam. But you milk this shit. You build up to this. You don't do it right away. In my humble opinion. Sign me up for 52 weeks of Ilya versus Gunther. Hey, man. You ain't the only one. But that, ladies and gentlemen, was Monday Night Raw, bro. That was Monday Night Raw. And again, it wasn't nothing crazy. You know what I mean? It was just something to go through, to be honest with you. If I'm giving this show a grade, Mike, I'm gonna give it a C for me. What says you, Big Mike?
Yeah, C+.
C+? Fair enough. But want to thank you guys again for watching. We're about to wrap this up here. Much love to all of you who tuned in and joined us here for this episode of the Raw Rundown. In case you have missed it, yesterday we did an episode of Steve's Kitchen. We talked about all the stuff that happened this past weekend in the world of pro wrestling. So if you've not watched that, go give that a watch whenever you get a chance. And now here we are with the Raw Rundown. The draft is over, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, there you go. Hey, wait a minute now. But that's going to be it for us, guys. As a draft, they didn't tell me any stories coming out, except Mello is on the main event level. Yes. But that's going to be it for us, guys. Thank you all for watching. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button down below. Subscribe to our secondary channel at ATP Clips. Link to that down below in the description box of this channel. Right? You can follow the Around the Point Network over on X at AT Network. Follow me on X at Heel Steven. Big Mike, let them know where can they check you out.
Yeah, you can follow me on X at Detroit Gamer 313.
That's going to be it for us, guys. Thank you all for watching. You guys are awesome as always. Thank you, man. Appreciate that, C-Money. Appreciate that, brother. We do it for you guys every single time, y'all. Well, that being said, guys, that's going to be it for us. For myself, for Big Mike, for Patty Mahomes. Thank you for Big Mike. Again, I don't know how you did it, bro. It's crazy, bro. And they say you don't bring guests to the show, man. Look at this, man. We had Patty Mahomes, bro.
I had to pull my weight around and show people that I ain't the one to fuck with.
Basically, man. I'm like this fucker right here. With that being said, a little bitch, a little rat, whatever you want to call him. With that being said, guys, we thank you all as always. That's going to be it for us. We are out of here. This has been, ladies and gentlemen, the Raw Rundown here on the Around the Point Network. Peace out, everybody. See you all Thursday for Two Stream Thursday.